Pterodactyl here. Today's video's on this here John Deere or John Doe X320. And this one was a real head scratcher for the customer and myself. So the problem with the tractor is it would run for a while and then it would just die and then it wouldn't restart. Sometimes it would restart right away. Sometimes you'd have to let it cool off and then it would start again. So the customer was asking me, you know, what do you think's wrong with it, Taryl? What do you think it could be? I go, well, it could be maybe you got debris in the fuel tank and it's, you know, slowing down the fuel and it's shutting it off. And then it gets more fuel and then it starts running again. So he pulled the fenders, he pulled the tank, cleaned the tank out. I said, well, maybe it's the fuel lines. Maybe the fuel lines are collapsing. He put new fuel lines on. He put a new fuel pump on it. OEM. He didn't buy a Scamazon or an eFleabay one. He bought an OEM fuel pump. And he says it's still doing it. He goes, sometimes again it'll run for half an hour and it'll die. Crank and crank and crank, it won't start. We let it sit, we go back, hit it, it'll start again. I go, well, I don't know, it could be a bunch of different things. Maybe it's got an electrical problem. Maybe it's the coils are bad. So he got tired of messing with it, so he finally brought it in for me to look at. And then we were having the same problem that he was having. Sometimes it would run for a half hour, shut off, go out there, crank and crank and crank and crank, and won't start. Put spark testers on it, it's got spark. It's not starting. Spray starting fluid in it, it won't start. Let it sit a while, fire right up. One time, I put it outside and let it run, and it ran out of gas. And he goes, it's never done that. It's never ran that long. So I thought, well, maybe it's the gas cap. Because a lot of these got this ratcheting gas cap. I go, are you ratcheting this thing when you put it on there? Because you got to really kind of turn it hard to get it to ratchet. He goes, well, you know, I don't know if I do that or not. So we ratcheted it and ran it, and it ran. It ran a long time again. And I go, well, it ran a couple hours, and I go, it never shut off. Maybe that was the problem. You're not ratcheting it. So we took it back. Calls me a little while later, like a week later, he goes, it's still doing it. So I thought, well, maybe this stupid gas cap isn't venting. So I took it apart and looked at it. It's a pretty simple gas cap. And I drilled a little 1/16 hole in it. Because you could take this thing apart, you could pry on the edges and this thing will pop apart. There's really nothing to it. There's no charcoal or anything in here. It's not a charcoal fuel cap. So I did that. Nope, that wasn't the problem. Still shutting off every once in a while. Excuse me. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's that little gas shutoff valve. Maybe it's this that's on the carburetor. Maybe this thing is bad. But when I cycle the key, I could hear it clicking. When I turn the key, you can hear it click. Maybe if I can get my microphone down there, you could hear it. Nope, I gotta have the parking brake on. Let me put the brake on. Now you can hear it click. Hear it? So I could hear it clicking. So then I thought, well, maybe it's not getting voltage to this. Maybe there's a short somewhere and all of a sudden it's intermittent, you know, from vibration. So then I rigged up this headlight bulb and these wires to my little probes. You may have seen me use these before. They got a little needle in there. So you put this around the wire and you screw this down, and that needle stabs the wire and makes a connection. So I did that. I had the hood off. I had these hooked up. I had the light on. And I was letting it run. And I was working in the shop. And all of a sudden I heard it shut off. And I looked over real quick, and the mower died, but the light was still on. So I'm like, well, it's getting voltage to that thing. So I quickly ran out here, cycled the key again, and I go, well, I can hear the solenoid on the carburetor clicking. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this thing? Had the inline spark testers on there. Ran it. Was watching it. It died out. Ran out there again. Hit the key. Both spark testers were lighting up. Shooting starting fluid in here. You know, I had the air cleaner off so I could actually shoot it right into the horn. It wasn't really starting fluid. It was my can with the gas in it. So then I grabbed my little Sure Shot canister, which you can put, you know, liquid in here and pressurize it. It's got a Schrader valve on it. And they sell these at Harbor Freight. And I got the idea of using this from Bob, our friend Bob, Double White 6. He's got a YouTube channel. I seen him use one of these, and I'm like, you know what? I got one of those in the cabinet. Now I'm mocking myself. I got one of those in the cabinet. I'm Taryl. I should get it out and start using it. And I do, because it saves on using carburetor spray that we were using all the time. So now I use this. I just put 2-cycle in it. So that way I can test chainsaws and lawnmowers. And I'm covered. So you might want to pick one of these up. It's nice. So, see? So then I shot this in there in the carburetor, and it still wouldn't start. And I'm like, what the heck is going on with this thing? This thing has really got me doing this. So then I thought, okay, it's got to have something to do with the ignition. So I pulled the shroud off. I disconnected the coils, the kill wires to the coils, because that's all the single wire does on a coil. It just sends it to ground, which kills the spark to it. So I pulled the wires off, put the blower shroud back on, because if I want to shut the mower off, the solenoid valve on the carburetor will shut the motor off. You know, it just takes a second or two after it shuts the fuel off. So I disconnected the coils, put it outside, and let it run. Now it had a couple of gallons of fuel in it, and it ran and ran and ran and ran and ran till finally the low fuel light came on. And I'm like, okay, it's got to have something to do with the ignition. Now, some of you might remember that a few years ago we did a video on one of these X320s that had no spark. And I did the same thing. I disconnected the coils and cranked it, and it ran. And I'm like, okay, there's something that's interfering with it from controlling the spark. And that something is this module, this control module. This controls a lot of different things for the mower. And that thing is right here. Here's the new one. This is the old one. It's got a part number on it. It's over $100. And a single screw holds it, and it's tucked up under here. It's tucked up under the dash here. Because another thing I noticed it was doing when it was doing that, when it would be intermittent, every once in a while you would hear it miss, like it wanted to die. And the one time it did die, it burned, and it started back up again. So that's the problem, this little module. Can you believe that? Something like this can really be a head scratcher for you because it's mimicking all different kinds of issues. Even though it was still sparking and wouldn't start. And it was driving me crazy. I'm like, what the heck? And it was driving the customer crazy. He goes, yeah, I would have to cut my grass. It would die. I would know that, okay, let me go in the house, wait 15, 20 minutes, go back out there and try it. Then it would start. Sometimes it would run another 10 minutes and die again. Sometimes we were able to finish cutting the grass. He goes, it's just very frustrating. And he tried all the different things, you know, fuel filter, fuel lines, tried all these different things and still couldn't figure it out. All because they want to put these stupid modules on there to control, I don't know why they need all these electronics on here. All you need this thing to do is cut grass. You need it to turn on and turn off. You need to have the safety, so if you get off the seat, it kills the blades. If you have the blades on and you don't have the parking brake on and stuff, you know, all the safeties, you get off the seat so you don't hurt yourself. That's all you need. We don't need all this crazy, over-technified crap. Just make it simple. Stop it with all the over-technifying everything. Just stop it already. It's a lawnmower. It's not the space shuttle. So if you like this video, subscribe and like this YouTube channel. Follow me with your problems, your head scratching problems. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And as always, go to our web store. Check out what we got like this. Dinosaur juice. Yeah. Got to get yourself one of these. There's other stuff there. And as always, there's your dinner. Woo! 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 Finally got this head scratcher figured out. Driving me insane. Well, I'm already insane. Now I'm just more crazier. And plus this heat. The heat is getting to you. The heat will make you crazy.